Good afternoon, dear audience. Today, we have the privilege of having Ben, one of the most skillful flow writer male ever existed. So, today, we are going to talk about different aspects of Ben's life and why not touching little characteristics of about video games, how skillful you are when flow writer, how was your habits when training in flow writer for you to master fully the skills that you already know now. So, without more preambles, this is Ben. Hello, Ben. How you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you doing though?
Well, I'm actually kind of excited because I have you in my podcast, and you are a great friend of mine. I love how kind you are, how polite you are when in the water park, when walking, when simply smiling to people. I adore those little moments, and I will always treasure those moments on my heart when I come back to Peru. That's what the podcast is about because I love people that I'm in front of, and that's why I want to make this moment perpetual. Well, I'm good. So, the first question, Ben, is for you. What is your favorite video game ever, and how many hours did you spend in that to become an expert?
My favorite game is probably Rust.
Rust. Why do you say so?
It's it's like a survival game versus players.
Uh huh.
It's in the top of the most toxic games you can ever hear.
Toxic games. What do you mean?
Toxic means everyone's not friendly to you.
I see.
And you will hear the worst stuff you'll ever hear in the world from there.
I understand. Do people shout when playing that game?
Yeah, they shout a lot. That's that's the light bit of it. They say a lot of vulgar stuff per se.
I understand.
So.
Oh, have you seen Dadu? This is a YouTube channel called Dadu, in which people play video games and they swear a lot and they just record the funniest moments of the video game.
Yeah.
Have you watched it?
No, never seen them, but that's basically what Rust is.
So you are connected with the friends when you play Rust via Discord or via WhatsApp or
Discord.
whatever?
I have a friend. He has around 4,000 hours on it.
Oh my goodness! He's already an expert, I guess.
To the extent his reaction speed's a bit slow, but that's about it.
But how much time does he spend a day per day playing that game?
Per day, me and him, we play basically like if there's any chance that we get replay.
Every chance.
So sometimes it'll be a couple hours, sometimes it'll be 7 hours.
Sounds good. But from time to time, do you think that your eyes hurt? I mean,
Mm-mm.
the pain in your eyes
No, I've got
in front of that.
I've been
screen.
playing video games since I was, I think, 4, playing a first-person shooter since I was like the age of 4. So any screens doesn't really affect me.
Oh, I see.
So.
But so we can say that the impact was neutral, wasn't negative, wasn't positive when you were in front of the screen, right?
Yeah,
I got you. So how do you get into video games?
video games. My dad, he was a very big person in the video games. I believe he showed me video games when I was around 4, playing a first-person shooter.
Was your father professional?
No.
But he was into video
Yeah,
games.
he was into video games, so that kind of connected me from playing video games ever
I-
since.
I understand. So since you were a child, that
Mhm.
comes from, right? I got it. So this is your top video game?
Yeah, my
Rust?
top video game. I
Top
have around
Rust. Oh,
6,500 hours in it.
6,500. Oh my goodness. There's a book called Thinking Fast, Thinking Slow by Malcolm Gladwell that says about how many hours do you have to spend to become an expert in anything. Being an engineer, being I don't know, maybe a lawyer. If you spend 10,000 hours doing that, then you become an expert. And I'm pretty sure you are. 6,000? Dude, not a lot of people can do that. This is unachievable for most of us.
Yeah, I would say good at that game.
You're good. You consider
Very
good.
good. I'm a very good person at it. Very skilled. So
Very
it's fun.
skillful gamer, right?
Yeah.
Sound good. Have you tried Mexican food?
Here and there, but not too much into it.
You don't like it too much?
No, it's good, but it's just not my type of food.
I understand. So what about any other culture food? Do you like in special Japanese? What about Japanese? The nigiri. Nigiri.
Never tried it before.
Never.
Mm-mm.
What about Asian food?
I'm a very simple person.
Oh,
I just eat the most white person stuff ever.
I understand. So what are you used to eat? I mean, in terms
Like-
of ingredients, what are
like
you combine?
Turkey mayo sandwiches.
Turkey is your favorite one, or chicken?
Turkey,
Sorry.
like turkey sandwiches are pretty good.
Turkey sandwiches. Do you add some, let's say, what is the ingredient that you put in every food to make them more delicious? I haven't the focus now, but do you know what I said?
I think so. I'm trying to think though.
Yeah, I'm thinking
It's-
too. Doesn't ring a bell. Anyway,
MSG.
chemistry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
MSG is it's a flavor enhancer.
That might be the flavor that I was looking for. So you are just a simple person that you eat every day, the same, almost the same thing.
Basically, yeah.
And you don't like to eat something new,
Mm.
right? You are the kind of person that it's like strict with his.
If I find something that I enjoy, I don't switch off of it.
But strictly, I mean, you just switch
Fairly strict.
completely,
Like
moderately,
90%.
90%.
Yeah, 90%. I just eat the same thing over.
I understand. What about your driving skills? Someday you told me that you like drifting on the curves with your car, or accelerate more than usual.
Yeah, I don't drift. I haven't learned that yet, but I do drive hyperly fast.
Hyperly fast.
I'm a very skilled driver, not a smart one. Smart one would follow the speed limits.
Yeah, that's the difference between a speed and a Jeopardy driver and a smart driver, right?
I'm a very good driver.
You're a skillful driver, right?
Skillful. I drive fast though.
I can notice that. And do you regard your abilities of driving to the video games that you were playing since you were a child?
Some of the video games they require you to have a very fast reaction speed. And the reaction speed, if I'm driving with other people, they might not see me, so I have to be able to react in like that. So,
Wow! In a blink of an eye.
yeah, I've saved myself from probably 10 plus times getting hit. I've had drivers where they've not seen me. I've been able to dodge.
I understand. But you always try to not follow the rules, but you try to not to put your life on the line the whole
Yeah.
time, right?
Yeah, I only follow the rules when it's anything that I'm not like normal. It's not normal to me. Like if it's raining or snowing, I don't drive too fast.
I understand.
If there's any conditions that can risk my life with losing the control of my car. But if it's
Yeah.
a sunny day, I just drive as fast as I want.
In a sunny day, it's normal. Like you drive
Yeah.
with your abilities and
Yeah.
you break the rules and
Yeah, as
you
long as
enjoy.
I don't see a police officer.
Oh, the corpse, the corpse. Oh my
the
goodness.
cops. Although that's what I'm inspiring to be.
Yeah.
I try and avoid them.
Have they ever pulled you over because of the
Speed?
you were under alcohol conditions
No.
or drugs effect?
I haven't drank since like 2020.
Since 2020.
2020 or so.
Well, that sounds
I
good.
drank whenever I was younger. The older I got, I realized it's not good.
So what about the caffeine? Do you consume caffeine?
Caffeine, yeah. That's like the only thing that I consume a lot of every day. But I do it within a certain amount where it's more or less not dangerous.
I understand because caffeine is kind of dangerous.
It's dangerous if you drink too much too fast. And then if you just drink like an excessive amount, like 700 milligrams is way too much.
700 millimeters,
700 milligrams is that's like 3 caffeine drinks.
like 3 of the cans that you have in the hand that you used to have.
Like the can that I have there, 700 milligrams is like 4 of them.
It's too much. Like
Yeah, it's
3
too
of them is too much in the day.
Yeah, someone my age around should be drinking no more than 400 to 450. So I drink around 350 milligrams a day. I've always done
Wow.
my research before doing anything. So if I ever drink caffeine, I drink a certain amount that I don't go over that.
You drink the certain amount that you feel comfortable with, and you
Yeah.
don't you know that your life is not
Yeah.
being risked, right?
Yeah. Just for my age, I'm able to drink more caffeine without having the side effects.
You really did the research, right?
Hmm. Yeah. And
Sounds.
for me, in personal experience, if I drink anything over 600 milligrams of caffeine, I sort of get too shaky and it's not good.
Like shivering, right?
Yeah, I'll get like the chills, shaky. It's not fun.
Like
But
but you're not the only person who drinks caffeine in the water park. Like most of people who are
yeah,
lifeguard,
like
they do, right?
75% of us lifeguards drink caffeine.
How do you came up with the percentage?
It's just a guess. I see everyone walking around with caffeine drinks. So
So it's not healthy to drink a lot of caffeine.
it's not healthy if you drink too much. If you drink like a tiny bit of it, like
Uh-huh.
200 milligrams, it's
Mm-hmm.
not good, but it's not gonna kill you.
It's not gonna kill you. That's the thing. That's the thing. So you're a simple person in terms of eating the same food every day, and then you consume certain amount of caffeine per day. That in a way that you don't put your life on the
Yeah.
line, and you respect the milligrams, the content,
Yeah.
right? You respect the
Yeah,
content.
I'm always paying close attention to how much caffeine something has. So I do have the research before I drink something.
That's good. That's curious, and that's smart too, I would say, because some people just drink because of the challenge, and they just wanna do risky things, risky activities, and they wanna be new. They wanna break their monotonous life, and they just jumped into the 7 foot level of water, let's say,
Yeah.
like wave pool, right? And well, about the attractions, we were talking about some days ago. We were talking about layer. You what is your favorite attraction? Let's say first of all, what is your first attraction?
Definitely it's Pro Bowl.
Provo. Why do you say so?
Pro Bowl just because the having to jump in part of it, the rush that you get with it is immaculate.
Like there is a segregation of cortisol when you jump for somebody that overpasses your volume, right?
Yeah, having to jump for someone, having to, it's like, hey, you're the person that has to save them. There's gonna be other people, but they're not gonna be there straight away.
Yeah.
So that
Exactly.
feeling of saving the person, it's
The
nice.
feeling, yeah, like the satisfaction, right?
Yeah, the especially if I get like a very like smooth save and it was very good, very quick. It's always fun.
So how was the first time that you jumped in Provo? When the first time you were in that attraction in the bottom?
The first time that I ever went to a Pro Bowl, the very first person I saved.
You saved it.
Yeah, the very first person to go down whenever I was there.
Was that a huge one or
They were
was it a
like
little
they were
one?
like my size,
Oh, your
like
size.
not bad.
I understand. Was he under the effects of alcohol or something?
No, I have no idea.
You don't remember?
Mm-mm. That was like
Too detailed.
12 months ago or so.
9 or 12 months ago.
That was a long time ago.
Oh, like where and when? I mean, how do you came up with the idea of working for Kalahari in the first place?
I worked for like a factory job for like a whole 3 days and I quit.
3 days.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Oh, what happened? I mean,
It was
in terms of details.
12 an hour for like 14-hour days.
12 an hour,
Like
14
for
hour.
pay.
Oh, I understand.
Pay
The
was
rate.
like, it was
The
like
rate.
$12 an hour for 14-hour days.
Were you an aquatic, shallow, or a deep?
No, that's not here. That's a different job.
Oh, you're talking about
it
another
was like
one.
a factory job.
Oh, I understand. I
So
understand.
worked there for like 3 days and then I quit and then didn't work for 3 months. Then I was just like looking. I was like, oh, lifeguard, that looks kind of cool. So I applied.
In that moment, you used to have a fitness body.
I wasn't in the best physique. I was actually kind of bigger. I was like 190. Well, I was a bit
190.
bigger. I was like 15, 20 pounds heavier.
I understand.
So
So you used to
I
work
wasn't big.
You weren't big.
No, but I wasn't skinny.
Ah, I
So
see. But what do you used to do? What activities do you used to perform in the factory that you were telling
in
me?
the factory, it was just stand there in one spot, grinding a piece of metal down
Like
the entire.
still
Yeah, just standing there grinding it for 14 hours.
14 hours per
Yeah,
day.
yeah, that's terrible.
My goodness. So when you got into Kalahari, you feel like more comfortable, more cozy,
It
you know?
was something that was different from like the rest of like factory jobs or fast food. So felt I felt like a purpose per se.
You find a purpose.
Purpose of helping people, saving people. It was fun.
Oh, it's so honorable to be alive, right?
Yeah, I'd say for the most part, it's people are like, yeah, that's cool.
Oh,
So
so good to know it. So good to know it. Like, I totally agree with you when you say that it's fulfilling the activity of being a lifeguard, right? And on the other hand, the smiles of the kids, of the children, the parents when they are having a good time, when they are in holidays, even with people who has terminal diseases, right? Because from time to time we see like mm, people bald people,
bald people.
bald without hair. Is it okay? I mean, the
Yeah,
word's okay.
yeah,
Yeah, so bald people who doesn't have hair in the head because they are under chemotherapies, right? They are treating their cancer, and they just want to pass a well of a time in the water park. They can doing their last wish, and you can see their smile. They are smiling, even though they have the circumstance, the chaotic circumstance they are going through. They are smiling, and that's fulfilling. Don't you think so?
yeah,
From time to time, have you seen people who are suffering a lot, but then they are smiling in the water park? You change their
mhm,
emotions, their mood.
yeah. If I'm ever walking around, or if I'm like within like a position where I can just start up talking to someone, I will. So it's fun.
I understand. I understand. How do you motivate those people who are kind of down, kind of bad, kind of blue? You know,
I'll just like if I see him there, I'll just randomly start talking to him, start making jokes with him.
making jokes, and you're so good at it. You're so good at it. I never seen somebody like you making jokes. Even in every circumstance, you have a proper joke to do. Even for different ages, no matter what age the person is, you always try to steal him or steal her a smile. That is so priceless. That is so priceless. Now, ex- I gotta explain the meaning of flow. We were talking about flow. The definition of flow in the book Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi says that it's an state of intensive concentration in which you lose the track of time, you lose the track of space and time, and basically your muscles are relaxed, your body is following the rhythm of your soul, and it's pretty much like it's just you and no more and nothing else. You know, nothing else matters. As you were saying, you said that you forgot the pain you were feeling because of an injury you have in your body for a long time just doing flow rider. So I would like that. I would like to correlate flow, the state of flow, with the activity that you do. The best flow rider. You are the best flow rider, and so would you say that when you are flow riding, you are in the state of flow?
Yeah, I would say if you're riding the flow rider,
Mm-hmm.
anything that's going on around you, once you get to like a certain skill point, you're trying to just master a trick. You're always just trying to focus on not messing that up. So everything around you just it just like disappears. So you're just trying to do a trick. You focus on it. You might fail, happens. You might get hurt, happens. So it's always just you focus on the trick so much that you lose any sort of pain feeling. So
I understand, and it's like you lose. It's not just losing. It's like getting absorbed in your interior world, right? Like if you were eating the most delicious food worldwide, and then as soon as the fork gets into your tongue and you feel the flavor like ratatouille. Have you seen Ratatouille, the film?
Yeah, I've seen it. It's been some time, but
Do you know who Ego is?
no.
Ego is a character in the Ratatouille film in which, well, this rat cook the ratatouille, which is a dish, a typical dish, and then when he picks up and he tastes the food, Ego, I'm talking about Ego, he tastes the food, he go back in time when his mother used to cook the same flavor dish, and he just reminisce with the flavor that the rat has cooked. It was kind of funny, kind of immersive. This kind of experience. So you're saying that when you're floor riding, you forget everything.
Yeah, I've gotten I was riding a flow rider with a pinched nerve for 3 months.
With a pinched nerve.
Yeah, so
My goodness.
but for 3 months, every time I rode flow, I didn't feel it.
No way. The 3 months
So
constantly?
yeah, like I pinched my nerve on flow. I just kept riding it. So
You just didn't care about the pain.
and then eventually I felt the same way, and the pain vanished. So
Oh, wow. It doesn't happen every time.
mm,
Like, no, I don't know a person that can tackle that situation as good as you do. I mean, you have a gift. Maybe you don't know it, but I'm telling you, you have a gift. It's maybe because of the game. I bet because of the video games. Who knows? Because of your father that you used to live with you, or because of the circumstance that you went through, being in the factory or any other industry. That's cool. That's cool. So, from your perspective, is Kalahari a great place to work?
it's it's decent.
Decent.
It has its days where it's just like sometimes like the people in management,
Mm-hmm.
some people that shouldn't be in like the management.
Mm-hmm.
But besides that, it's not bad. The only thing I don't like is like if you're working a 12-hour day, it's only like two 30-minute days or two 30-minute breaks for a 12-hour day. That's like the only thing I don't really like too much.
Oh, the breaks.
Yeah, like for working like a 12-hour day, you only get like two 30 minutes. It's not bad, but could be better.
Could be better. I
So,
love that positive side that you take. Apart from that, there's no other reason why you would say that Kalahari is a decent place to work.
yeah. I find it pretty chill. They're not too strict, so it's not too bad. As long as you're paying attention and not like zoning out entirely, they won't talk to you too much. So
Cool. I get your point. I get your point. What would you do if you were the general manager of the Kalahari Resort for a day? What would you change?
I would change the shirts that we have. Like if I was able to, the lifeguard shirts that we wear, they're terrible.
To other color or
Yeah,
other
the
style?
color.
Other style?
The color of the shirts are terrible. We should just go back to like the original.
The red one, right?
Yeah,
I love those
the ones that
ones.
are just red and white. We're looking like lifeguards, not like just like neon colors.
Neo. What the hell color is that?
So neon is a interesting choice, but the white and red makes me feel like an actual lifeguard.
Like a natural lifeguard. So we're like super powerful lifeguards, I would say,
Yeah,
with the neon shorts.
Yeah, if someone sees someone wearing like that's white shirt, red shorts, makes us look like an actual lifeguard, not just like a very very bright color shirt.
Definitely, I agree with you.
That,
And
that's about it.
so that's it. Just
Yeah.
the uniform,
Yeah.
to the original uniform that we had to
Yeah,
we used to.
the one that we have currently is subpar.
I understand. I understand. But different, let's say different positions. I mean, in terms of shallow, aquatic, deep, right attendant, supervisor, just you're just focusing of changing the uniform of deep, shallow, and aquatic lifeguards.
Yeah.
That's it, right?
Yeah, that's about it.
And what about the water park? I mean, inside, indoor water park, in terms of infrastructure, in terms of, let's say, how organized is the place, or maybe the times that of clock in or clock out. Is that okay for you?
The only other thing is the clocking 15 minutes early instead of the now 5.
You are
I'm not sure
you don't
why
agree?
we have it as 5 now. It doesn't make too much of a difference because now things are
Mhm.
more it's more late because people can't clock in sooner to go help more. So like unstacking, people clock in 5 minutes early instead of 15. You have 2 minutes. They could have been out doing it.
What were they thinking? What were they thinking about
It
that?
saves them 10 minutes more of like money. Saves them
Po-
more money.
Possibly, possibly.
So
Have you ever asked a delivery in Kalahari in terms of pizza, McDonald's, KFC, or any other
no,
fast food? Never.
mm-mm.
Isn't that feasible, right?
I'm not sure.
It's a crazy idea, and well, I'm so curious now. That's what I'm asking you. And well, moving to another topic, let's be more profound. What is your conception of friendship?
Friendship is someone that it could be 3 in the morning and you could like if they're very close, if you can call them at 3 in the morning and
Mm-hmm.
they'll go help you. That's like a true like good friendship. 'Cause I have a few friends. If they called me at 3 in the morning, I'd be like, yeah, sure, I'll go.
Oh, really? But because they are injured or something, they have
Yeah,
problems to overcome.
yeah. Like if their car like broke down or something, they called me at 3 in the morning and I picked it up. I'd go drive up to them.
Wow.
That's like a very good friendship. Besides that, just being able to crack jokes and
Mm-hmm.
not take them seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you would find them to strangers would be offensive. I mean, a few friends we say a lot of messed up things to each other, but it's all on the joke platform, not the insult.
I understand. But apart from being on the video game, you say that you have friends apart from the video games that really live they in your neighborhood.
Mm-mm. I have a friends that a few of them they live in Florida,
Florida.
like like South Carolina.
So no matter how far they are, you drive out to them.
No, well, if they're that far, I can't. But if they're here, like I have friends here
Mm-hmm.
that I can drive on to. If they're within like a couple hours, I'll go drive to them.
Oh, I got it. I
But
got
if
it.
they're in a completely different state, there would be 0 point for me to go drive onto them.
Yeah, I understand. Because then when you reach the place,
It's fixed.
it's fixed.
So
Has have any cop ever pulled you over?
I've only been pulled over one time, but the one time has not been like something that I was doing. My tags were expired, but my car's in my mother's name, so I had no idea. Besides that, I've never gotten stopped ever.
I understand. I understand. Because eventually, somebody someday will be pulled over by a police.
Hmm.
Because police are disrupted. Are people who just they want money, and it's not fair sometimes.
The police are just trying to enforce like the laws. A ton of them that I've driven with them. They're pretty chill. They only stop you if you're going like 10, 15 over,
10, 15 over.
like the speed limit. Besides that, they don't really care too much.
Mm,
They're pretty chill unless something's like your tags are expired or something. Then I'm not gonna stop you too often.
I got you.
As long as you follow the rules, they're not gonna care.
I understand. Pretty much, I understood your conception of happiness. Sounds novel from you coming that you're saying that if your friends call you at 3 a.m., 3:30 a.m. in the morning, no matter what time, you will be always there for him, right?
Yeah, if they're like in my best of friends, I would be able to.
Mm,
I would go drive onto them.
sounds so
So
humble for you. Sounds so humble for you.
yeah, but
You say?
I have a very select few who I find true friends that I'd go do it. But those friends are like the people that like if something were to happen to them, I'd go drive out for them, help them. If they're fighting someone, I'll go help them fight.
Oh my goodness.
So
Even in the worst moments, right?
yeah,
That's
those
a
are
true.
the friends that even in the worst situation we can make the worst of jokes and be laughing about it.
Exactly. It's
So
just fuck yous on the bright side, right?
yeah,
Fuck yous on the bright side.
focus on the positives.
Positive. That is so mature coming from you too. And you are 19? You're 18?
20.
20. But I have seen people with 20 years old being childish.
I'm also pretty childish.
I mean, everybody is childish in some way, but I'm not saying like absolutely
I,
childish. I'm saying there are some moments in which you need to take in charge of responsibility, you know?
I'm childish until the point where it's serious. Like if something were to happen, like someone's they're bleeding out, they're dying, they're having a heart attack, I snap like that. But besides that, I mess around. So
So in the serious situations, you are not childish.
no,
You are
it's
completely mature.
completely mature. I try and take charge because I have the
Mm-hmm.
confidence when it comes to like being a lifeguard.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So, but outside of that, I mess around.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there are some moments of chilling out. There are some moments of being mature. Life is a diversity of emotions, you know? Sounds pretty good. Nowadays, what is your biggest goal?
To become a police officer.
Police officer. I mean, do you need some education, bachelor's
Yeah.
degree for something
Yeah,
for
I'm
that?
going into the police academy hopefully like September.
September this year.
Yeah.
Sounds
Maybe
amazing.
this year or next year, depending on the money I've saved,
Yeah, yeah.
like
How much
finances.
is it affordable nowadays
It's
to be a police?
the police academy to go into it's like around 10,000.
10,000, and that's
Yeah.
it. Just
10
one amount of
It's
money,
like
and that's it.
10, 12,000. You'll go into the police academy, take a bunch of tests. The academy is like 5.5, 6 months. So as long as you take it seriously and you pass all the
Mhm.
tests and all the written things, they'll teach you everything that you need to know about being a police officer.
And before they make you a an official police officer, they look at your record history.
Yeah. You can't have any. You can't have any. Like you can't be a felon. A felon is like not good.
A felon.
So, yeah, a felony.
Felony.
You can't have a charge.
I
That's a
got you.
felony.
I
If you do,
got
you can't be a police officer.
Never.
Mm-mm.
There's no way to solve that problem.
No, if you have a charge that's a felony,
Mm-hmm.
like they won't hire you.
Oh my goodness. That's in this state, I guess.
And I think like 99% of states.
Oh, there's no
But
way.
obviously, you're a police officer. You shouldn't be breaking the law.
Yeah. Why should a police officer, why should a potential police officer would break the rules of driving fast, of driving safe? You know, why should they? Why should they?
like I mean, there's a bunch of people, including me, that they drive fast, but as long as they're not caught, they're good.
Catch me if you can.
I'm very careful with what times I drive fast. If it's a busy day,
Uh-huh.
I go like 9 over, like not much.
I understand.
But I've had a few times at nighttime where I've probably reached 110.
Oh, no way.
So,
Did you feel that you were flying?
oh yeah, it was fun.
It was fine. Weren't you like moving your, how do you say
The
this,
steering wheel.
steering wheel?
No. The days where I do it, there's no one near me, so I'm always safe with it because I don't know. To the extent of going 110 can be safe.
You can't.
You
You
can't
can't
do it.
stop.
So if I can control
Oh.
it to the extent,
I understand.
I only do it when it's like a sunny day or it's not raining or nothing. I don't try and add more factors than I can handle.
So you like vary the way you drive according to the temperature, the weather,
Yeah.
the situation, the people who are surrounding you.
Yeah. If it's like a nice sunny day, I'll drive fairly fast. But if it's raining a bunch, I go the speed limit.
You follow the rules.
Yeah, if there's any factors which can get me killed pretty quickly if I drive too fast, I follow.
So what the last question is, what is your biggest conviction? In terms, I will define conviction a little quick. Conviction is something that motivates you to get up in the morning, to put one foot, then the other one, and start living your your daily basis habits, like working, like that gives you the confidence to be a better person, a better human being every day, to salute people that you find in the water park, to greet those little kids that are messing you up or something like that. What is your conviction in this life?
The biggest conviction I believe is just to not fail. I have a goal to not fail as much as possible. So I try and be the best of to the extent that I can be every day.
You try to
I have
do the
to
best.
I have to I have to make the people that raised me more proud. If the people that raised me for 20 years, what's the point of them like having me in the first place? Like so I try and make them proud each day. Each day that I live is a day I can try and make them happier. So that's kind of the goals. I try my best to not fail. So
From my perspective, I would say that you'll never fail people that loves you and makes you rise, because I will tell you my reason. Because you are already, I mean, you have virtues, you are gifted, you have talents, and I feel that you are one in a million. You're an extraordinary human being. Maybe you don't consider it like that, but let me tell you that I see it like that. I see it like that, and you radiate positive energy everywhere you go. So no matter if Kalahari, no matter if the factory industry, or maybe any other place to work, you are going to be successful. You're going to be happy. You will find a method to overcome your adversities. I'm pretty sure about it. I'm pretty sure, 100% confident. And let's do what you do every day. Do our best.
yeah,
Don't you think so?
even most of the days I'm pretty neutral when I say I'm happy,
Mm-hmm.
but my feelings doesn't matter to by the success that I have. Like I can be sad, but I still try my best because everyone knows you have days where they're gonna suck. So even out of the worst days, gonna make them better. So there's a bunch of days where I'm never happy, but as long as I see like different people happy that I can try and make happy, I can. With the extent of I will mess with a bunch of people. I'm a
Oh,
very troll person. You can call them
true.
troll.
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 Troll means you enjoy messing with people, messing around with them. Like maybe it makes them mad, but for the most part, it makes them happier. Makes them laugh because they see someone just like messing around talking to them. So, but I do make a lot of people mad though.
Mad in a good way.
Sometimes.
In a good way. Sometimes in a good way.
Sometimes.
So sometimes in a bad way too. Okay, an awesome end for this podcast. I really, really, really appreciate your presence in here. I consider you a valuable, priceless human being that always is leaving footprint in every place he works. And I hope you reach your goals, all the goals that you have, in a holistic realization. I mean, in familiar way, familiar goals on your work and on you. I hope, and I'm pretty sure you will find happiness, because that's what every human being is striving for. He's been driving by happiness. Anything else you want to say?
Mm-mm.
Thank you so much, Ben. We finished the podcast.
Nice.
Cool.